walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line
and got his man complete. Josh Dotson, touchdown Washington. Josh Dotson, 79 yards, and the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Man open, Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hurry up. 12, fellas, here we go. 11. That boy's got 4 down. 6.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hey, slow down. I got you.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
12. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. On first down, this is Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Geis with a carry on second down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 47 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. A deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. D. Ford in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
3rd down, here's Geis. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run with Breida, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Go ahead. Wait.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
13. Go ahead. 13.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
6, 13, 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go ahead.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Hey, gun. Black 80! 180!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And that's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
12, fellas, here we go. 11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a toss play. It's Breida, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Caught on the right side. Reed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Wait. 11.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go, 11.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 87 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
21.
They'll toss it to Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary.
21.
They have a tough time getting him down.
Black 80.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
12.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Hey, you got three.
Play action, Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Ready? Flag! Hey. 50. 11.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
One, Omaha. I got you. 12, 12. White.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harmon. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
No, check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run again with Breida. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown San Francisco. A big play there. 65 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone, as time has run out on this ball game.